What is up, you guys? Glitchiz here, coming at you with an all-new Dauntless video. But first, if you enjoy quality gaming content, then consider hitting that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my future uploads. That being said, in today's video, I'm bringing you the full rundown, full guide of the Timeweave Vambraces Rumor. It's the really cool glove cosmetic that kind of go hand in hand with the Timeweave Quad Hammer skin rumor. Ideally, you will pick up this rumor and the quad hammer at the same time and slowly work on them together. I do recommend starting the quad hammer one first because that one's a little bit trickier. So if you haven't seen that video yet, I'm going to be uploading both of these videos at the same time. I'll take this minute to pause right here and I'll put links down in the description. So jump over to the other one and do that one first. And once you get up to like part 5 or 6, I'm going to make a note in the other video to jump back to this one to slowly start catching up. But yeah, the reward is the Timeweave Vambraces, really cool glove transmog. That's all Chronivore, the last season Hunt Pass themed on all of them, but really cool design. And the dyes on them look pretty good. This is actually the default colors here. And this one is by far easier than the quad hammer one. So that's why I kind of saved this one for last. But yeah, let's jump right into all the steps and I'll show you guys how to pick this thing up. All right, so part 1 of the Vambraces rumor is going to start with Arkan. So head over to him and pick up part 1. And for part 1, we have to slay the Chronivore with a radiant weapon as well as complete 1 gold bounty. So pretty straightforward. Pretty much set up any build you want with whatever weapon you are most comfortable with and make sure that it is a radiant weapon. Then head over to the Paradox Breaks and take out the Chronivore with that radiant build. And then once the Chronivore is slain, make sure you complete that gold bounty. And with those 2 steps done, part 1 should be complete. So head back to Arkan and Ramsgate and turn in part 1. And from here, he's going to send you over to Dr. Priyani to start part 2. So run up the stairs and talk to her. And now for part 2, we need to deal 500,000 core damage to the Chronivore while using the Timeweave Gauntlets. Now, the Timeweave Gauntlets were those unique gauntlets that came with the full set. It was a previous rumor in last season's patch, but as long as you've gotten that unlocked, just open up your build, head over to the gloves, and make sure you equipped those Timeweave Gauntlets before you start the rest of this objective. And then from there, it's going to be just a matter of farming the Chronivore a bunch of times. I'll leave a link down in the description with the high damage sword build that I use in particular, but feel free to use any weapon you want. But after a few runs, you should hit that 500k mark, and then you want to head back to Ramsgate and talk to Dr. Priyani to turn in part 2. So once you turn that in, you're immediately going to want to head over to Xelya to start part 3. So run on over here.
Get over here.
And now for part 3, we have to dodge through 50 physical attacks and hand in 10 Chrono Stones. Now, if you have the Chrono Stones, that will auto-complete. If not, you'll have to go to the Paradox Breaks and farm those up from the random behemoths on the hunting grounds. I highly recommend for the physical attacks, while you're farming those stones, to target the Gnashers. Because the tail swipe slams will actually count as 2 dodges, one for the slam and one for the shockwave. So you can get those dodges really quick through Gnashers. But once you're done, head back to Xelya and turn in part 3.
Don't wait around here.
And then from here, you're going to want to immediately run down and talk to the Middleman to start part 4. Now for part 4, this is the part that I was talking about in the Quad Hammer Rumor that you wanted to pause and come back to here. You have to do 50 enraged part breaks on Chronivore to get these phased pellicles, as well as get 500 Aether Dust. Again, it's a gather quest, so it's not going to auto-complete. But if you did what I was saying with my Quad Hammer Rumor and you got both of these up to the matching parts of the objectives, then you could already see that those 14 pellicles that I've gotten after getting to part 6 on the Quad Hammer automatically count for the Vambraces. So from here on out, every pellicle that we get will count towards both of those rumors at the same time, saving a ton of grinding, a ton of chronostores. It basically makes it so that instead of having to get 100 of those pellicle part breaks, you only need to get 50. So it cuts that step in half pretty much. And then as for the dust, you guys know what to do. Just head over to my cells and salvage those real quick. That's a real easy way to get that dust. And then here's just me showing off us getting those enraged part breaks. You'll know he's about to go enrage when he lifts up onto his tail and then swoops down. But yeah, if you have the coordinated group, or even if you're doing it solo with a really high damage build, ideally you can get like 2 to 3 of these pellicle enraged break parts every run. So it's going to take a lot of farming, like I mentioned in the Quad Hammer Rumor, but now that you have them both, you'll be completing them at the same time. So it'll go a little bit quicker than what you were expecting. But then, yeah, once you're done, you head to Middleman and turn that in. And for part 6, or this might be part 5 rather, actually. Yeah, part 5, you're going to want to head to Lady Luck for the next step. And now for this one, it's another hand-in quest. Now, unlike the other rumors, where you gather them and are forced to manually get them even if you have a ton, this is actually a hand-in quest, so it should auto-complete. If you talk to her again, you should be able to get those parts automatically. I was a little shy on the steel mark, so I had to do a trials run real quick, as well as the silver bounties. But here's a quick cheat sheet. Feel free to pause, and that will show off where to get all of those rare drops. I believe it's all just rare slay items, so it's not specific part breaks. And then, of course, turn in those 4 silver bounties. And with those steps done, the hardest and longest part of this rumor should be complete. You're going to want to head back to Lady Luck to turn in part 5.
No, really. For the prize.
And then the last and final step is going to be back at Moyra at the Armoursmith to start the final part 6. And for this, we have to slay the Chronivore while taking less than 1,000 damage. Now, you can go ham and try and build a super tanky build or try and go flawless, but normally I wouldn't condone this behavior, but the easiest by far way to do this is to communicate with your group. If you look at the text there in my chat, I let the group know that I was only going to do a few hits and then back out. So what you want to do is preferably use your own stones if you're planning on doing this, so you're not being a jerk to the other people in the public hunting grounds. But you want to run in, get a few early hits on the Chronivore, and then basically you just run to the outside of the arena, let the rest of the random party take out the Chronivore for you, and after a few minutes, hopefully they can take him out. I did take 1 or 2 hits, but it wasn't enough to reach that 1,000 mark. But yeah, you just hang around the outside edges after you get those first few hits in, and you should get credit for it. And there you go. Like I said, I don't normally condone that behavior, but as long as you're using your own stones for that particular round and you communicate with the randoms that that's what you're doing, should be okay just for this one time. And that's a real easy way to get that done. But then, yeah, at this point, you guys are finished. Head back to Moyra to turn in part 6, and you guys get the Timeweave Vambraces transmog. Go ahead and equip it here to show it off. Put on the original dyes. Really like the look of these gloves. and they match the quad hammer. So yeah, at this point, you guys are pretty much done with this one. If you haven't finished the quad hammer one yet, by this point you have all 50 of those pellicle parts done, so you should be done with part 5 of the, or part 6 rather, of the quad hammer quest. So feel free to jump over to that and finish that one. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, you guys. If you found this video informative, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. I appreciate your guys' feedback. And as always, if you're not already a member of the Glitch Gang, be sure to click those links down in the description and join us. Hopefully we see you around. But yeah, hope you guys had a great day, and we'll see you all in the next one. Later. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. Also, if you're looking to join a killer community of like-minded gamers, then be sure to click the link in the description and join the Glitch Gang Discord server. We continue to grow every day, and it's filled with all your favorite game discussion channels, as well as several LFG channels to help you find that perfect group for your next hunt or raid. Lastly, if you're new to the channel and want to keep up to date with all my future content, then consider hitting that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. Hope you all had a great day, and I will catch you on the next one.